Most folks don't come back this far. It's too steep, too thick, or they're too uncertain. But the ones that do, they ain't chasing antlers. They're chasing answers. Because the real trophy isn't taken, it's understood. This isn't a highlight reel. This is a calling that keeps you coming back empty-handed and still hungry for more. This is the hour where every sit matters and every hour tells a story.
Well, it's September 12th, 7 days after Maryland's opener. And they say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. I felt like I've been going insane. I've been hunting the same way, not the same spot, but the same features. I went home yesterday and got on my topo maps and did some more research. And I started thinking to myself, what am I missing? Is there more to the picture? And I started to realize, dude, it's been hot. But where am I normally at? I'm in the cool. So I got experimenting on my app, and I seen sun exposure and started messing around with it. And I found this spot that, according to it, gets sun shade, I guess shaded from the sun, starting at 4 o'clock. So I figured, what the heck? It's, in football terms, we're 4th and 40, and coach is trying to bring in the punt unit. I'm saying, stay on the sideline. I got this. Watch it. Watch what I'm about to do. Things can happen. I can throw a dump off screen and get 5 yards and be looking for a job next week. Or I can throw a Hail Mary, win the game, maybe even draw a pass interference. Next thing you know, we're looking at first down. I look like a hero either way. I don't know if that's the right way to put it, but what I'm trying to say is I'm doing something I'm not normally accustomed to doing, is hunting shade. But I do like some of the topo features around it. I got a nice draw. I got a bench below the draw. I got a acorn flat, according to OnX. And I got water. And I got shade. The only challenge is I also have a 400-foot incline just to go back down another 200 foot. All right, before I go any farther, dear God, thank you for another day in your beautiful creation, man. At any point in this journey where I feel like it's a lost time or I'm wasting time, just bring to my attention that there's no wasteful time when it comes to understanding your creation. In your name I pray. Amen. That's a good one. That gave me goosebumps. And I'm the one that said the prayer. Made it to the top of the hill. Now time to go back down. Good news is, top of the hill is absolutely loaded with rubs from last year. I did find one rub line, and there's so many acorns. But I think the so many acorns is gonna not play in my favor. A lot of times whenever there's so many, deer don't have to walk as far. Down the hill we go. I think that's a good sign. I found last year's scrape. Looks like he was probably leaving a scent on this tree too. It's not freshened up. At least I know there's a deer in here. Right in here is this draw. And right up there is the tip of the draw. I don't see a deer spending the extra time to go down in this draw just to come up whenever he can take the path of least resistance and go up to the top of the draw. I'm not seeing that bench, which I was seeing on a topo, but I'm not in that specific spot either. That's on down farther. I just don't see the deer wanting to waste the energy to go down in steeper terrain. Not yet. Got about almost 2.5 hours left of daylight. I got a trail that runs right in front of me, which joins into the top of that draw, which then leads into the shaded bedding area. I also have a trail that comes behind me at about 25 yards that leads over into another oak flat and then down into a thermal hub. That's pretty reassuring. I'm not crazy. I know what I'm doing. I just gotta trust it. They came out of that shaded bedding, and they followed the top of that drainage the path of least resistance. They came right behind me. 10 yards, 15 yards, chip shot. It kind of surprised me at first. I thought it was turkeys, because they literally came in with the turkeys. I didn't understand it. But that was awesome. Alright guys, getting my gear all packed up. But that's going to be the end of the hunt. I got a long way out of here. Thank you guys for tuning into this one, and I guess I'll catch you guys on the next ridge.